Hi, everyone. Welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony. And Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. LeBron James is out there with Tatum. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Booker in at the shooting guard.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power and attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. We didn't talk a lot about their game strategy. It was just about getting guys involved when they're on the floor. He also wants to see certain lineups together. He said it's fun dreaming about what could be if you had all this talent on the same team. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Butler. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nails the baby hook.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the East. They trail by one.
Durant's a pleasure to watch moving in transition. So fluid and always under control.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Booker looking around. Randle a screen on Walker to the paint. That's good from Randle on the assist from Booker.
They're doing a lot of spectating there on D. But hey, it's the All-Star game.
Here's Walker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. So the West ends up going with the new group.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Good on the second free throw. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game. And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now here's Beal. Sabonis' screen on KD. Doncic against Walker. And it's Doncic missing. KD draws the double. Outside, Walker for the three. The West All-Stars pull it in. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Takes the 13-footer. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And to Tacumba. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
And with Giannis, a little power goes a long way, getting him past the contact and to a shot.
Jokic passes to Halliburton. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Substitution on the court.
The three from Garland. And no good that time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. East All-Stars lead by 2. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for you, this squad.
Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually The case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. We've got Gilgeous-Alexander. Jason Tatum is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Vucevic in at the center filling out the middle. And so here are the West All-Stars. After the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end. The three from Garland. It's rebounded by Towns.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
James kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing here by the West. Clock at 6. Garland finds Vucevic. Good D by Siakam.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Cat is generally among the best in the league.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the East All-Stars.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Sabonis, he's checked in for Vucevic. Randle comes in for LeBron. And it's Devin Booker in for Garland.
And even if Gilgeous-Alexander isn't the fastest guy out there, he stays in balance. It helps him to be effective on his drive. And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. It's a 5-point game. To the middle. Here's Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. And he's making passes like that, too. Watch out.
And it's Irving missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Booker. Randle is screen on Middleton. Here's Booker. Sabonis trying to get open. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And out of bounds. The East All-Stars will have it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And it's a completely new group for the East All-Stars. Then for the West All-Stars, Jokic, he's checked in for Sabonis. Doncic comes in for Jason Tatum. And Halliburton subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Durant. The kick outside to Butler. Back to KD. It's hauled in by Jokic. The West trails by 3. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Doncic has got his second basket of the night. Pass to Giannis. He kicks it to Walker. Butler a screen on Doncic. Walker the pass to Harden. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Giannis a screen on Halliburton. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Over Halliburton. And another miss by the East.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Jokic finds Booker. Shoots from 14. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo, and it's Walker, top of the key. Back to Giannis. Jokic with the steal. Randle surveying the D. Passes to Doncic. Jacks up a 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. West All-Stars shooting their first free throws here for the night. And he's good on the first of 3.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
And he nails the third.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
To stop the run.
That's rock-solid defense right there. Jokic bodied him up and then affected the trajectory of the shot.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. West All-Stars out in front, leading by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. One half remaining in the NBA All-Star Game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. The West leading by 4. We've got Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Durant. DeRozan out there with Brown. And it's Walker in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
And this young man arrives. rising scorer who continues to improve. Gilgeous-Alexander may soon be the focal point of every opponent's scouting report.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the East. Here's Antetokounmpo. James with some nice D. Antetokounmpo's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jaylen Brown.
The creative finishing ability of Randall draws a lot of fouls.
West All-Stars shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. He hits both from the stripe. The East trail by 8. Giannis sets a screen for Walker. Durant way outside. And another miss by the East.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The West All-Stars have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. And it's a completely new group for the East All-Stars. Both good from the line that time. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Towns, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Towns throws it down.
Towns has excellent size and really long arms, and he uses both to wreak havoc on the offensive board.
Booker outside. Over Siakam. Here's Tatum. No good on the shot. Now the East will take it the other way. Siakam kicks to Irving from past the arc. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Booker with no one around. Offensive rebound. Here's Tatum. No good on that one. Towns with the defensive effort.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Pass to Tatum. Down low. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, elite shot blocking is what Jared Allen gives you night in and night out, both inside and even on the perimeter, too. He's an excellent defender.
Now here's Middleton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Irving with the ball. Now defended by Randall.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. The feed now to Booker. The pass to LeBron. The West again cannot hit.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Towns dishes to Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. And some changes here for the East. Kevin Durant's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Pascal Siakam. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. .114 left in the third quarter. Up top, Garland. He's covered by Irving. Good. And the West leads by 8.
You know, Vucevic is pretty good, guys, in catch-and-shoot situations. That's not often the case for a guy his size.
Here's Durant, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And KD, no good on that one.
Hard to imagine Durant not going down as one of the great scorers this league has ever seen. As a matter of fact, that's a given, folks. Dynamic, explosive, and he's consistent year in and year out.
Now, here's Garland. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Irving passes to KD. KD draws the double. The West grabs the miss.
Called Kyrie Irving.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
Easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Jared Allen. Pascal Siakam comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Exceptional strength. Harden is so smart at creating opportunities to get to the free throw line.
The East All-Stars have hit just 2 free throws in 5 attempts today. The first one falls. Harden hits them both. Inside, Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
At almost 7 feet tall now, Jokic can definitely throw it down, and he's having to remind defenses that he can do so.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last trip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him.
How about that guy's a big-time answer? He says, you think you can score on me? Prepare for posterization.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big
we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. Tatum out there with Sabonis. And it's Vucevic. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1. The West leading by 10. And Beal kicks to Tatum. Fires the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Beal against Brown. It's Beal on the wing. To the inside. Vucevic. And the rejection by Giannis. Brown the pass to Giannis. Harden kicks to KD. Sabonis against Giannis. Nice D from Sabonis. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to the right wing. Here's Vucevic. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time.
Sabonis making sure to pass it where his teammates are open. And that's just being a good passer there.
Harden the pass to Siakam. The shot's good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Butler, he's checked in for Siakam. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Kevin Durant. And Middleton subbed in for Brown. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Braun, he's checked in for Vucevic. Middleton looking it over. Back to Butler. Over Tatum. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. Checked in for James Harden. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Jokic, he's checked in for Sabonis. Julius Randle comes in for Jason Tatum. Booker, he's checked in for Beal. And it's Garland in for Gilgeous-Alexander. LeBron outside. Six to shoot. Jokic sets the screen for LeBron. Good on the jump shot.
You know, really impossible to know what James is thinking in advance. I mean, especially in these sets.
Giannis a screen on Garland. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Outside Garland. Booker outside. Offline with his 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Back to Butler. Pass to Middleton. Good ball movement here by the East. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the West. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
You know, it's so easy to take it for granted when Jokic makes a pass like this. The big fella has us spoiled with his passing ability. It is absolutely exquisite.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The kick out to LeBron. Pass to Booker. Outside Garland from deep. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And finished off by DeRozan.
Dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender.
Yeah, that was a tough, gritty, sandpaper-like finish.
Here's Randall. It's hauled in by Giannis. The East trail by 9. Walker the pass to Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Tell you what, one of these days, Butler might tear that rim off. He plays angry.
And so here are the West All-Stars. Right side, Garland. James wide open. A three-pointer, no good. And oh, here we go, DeRozan. Nobody back. Middleton outside. And stolen by Booker. Jokic with it. Outguarded by Giannis. And there's Booker on the assist by Jokic. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Antetokounmpo. That one, no good. Good defense by Jokic. And here's Booker from the arc. And it's the East with the rebound.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Walker goes in. Randall with some nice D.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Jared Allen's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Towns comes in for Butler. Siakam is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Walker. Outside Garland. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Luka's a big 6'7", very strong, deceptively so. He's an extra forward out there rebounding the ball, even though he's got point guard skills when it's in his hand.
Here's Siakam. An easy 2 points on the layup. Siakam's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it. And that whistle got a huge response from this crowd, and it was not a positive one.
No, it wasn't. They were actually in absolute disbelief were the fans when that call was made.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And now Randall pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And oh, he jams it right over Jared Allen. Wow!
Yeah, and the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the charts.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Siakam, and that one drops.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
And here we go, and finished off by Siakam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're gonna get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Allen kicks to Towns, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Good show of power that time by Towns, putting his shot up despite the foul.
And he makes the first. A big group substitution here for the East. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Allen. DeRozan comes in for Chris Middleton. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Pascal Siakam. And Walker's subbed in for Irving. And West also making a switch. James is checked in. Randall against Giannis. Randall no good. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the East All-Stars. Walker. The shot that time, not on target.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Towns kicks to Walker. Back to Towns. It's stolen by Randall. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. And Randall throws it down.
And look at the big fella move. I mean, you got to appreciate Randall's work ethic and what he gives this team.
Walker the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo. Great game for him. Double-double that. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Doncic dishes to James. Misses the three.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
Randall with a screen for Doncic. The three. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. The East trail by 7. Walker the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. A big group substitution here for the East. Allen's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Durant comes in for DeMar DeRozan. James Harden, he's checked in for Brown. And Irving subbed in for Walker. Devin Booker, he's checked in for the West. Irving passes to Towns. Towns, a screen on Booker. Irving kicks to Towns. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
LeBron sets the screen for Booker. Down low, and the dunk by James.
Well, you better stop the ball, especially when it's LeBron James with it. That guy is pretty good.
The three from Harden. It's not going to go for him. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Tatum drives in. Booker finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go with the three. And Tatum